Hi everyone, it's Easy Peasy here, and it's been a very long time since I made a video, and I saw this tag on the Not So Ordinary Wife channel, and if you are interested in cooking and like lifestyle videos and craft videos and things like that, you should go check her out. I really enjoy her, so I want to give her a shout out. It's kind of strange to be talking to you guys, and this is probably not the kind of video that you're used to getting from me because it's not a hair video, it's not makeup or perfume or anything. I've gone through a lot of changes in the last several years, and would like to go ahead and get my channel started again, but with a slightly different focus. And I'm always going to be interested in hair and perfume and makeup and that kind of thing, but since I bought my own home like 3 years ago, and I got married almost 3 years ago, and have been through a lot of changes. My interests have kind of broadened, and just my focus is a little bit different. So you'll probably be seeing more lifestyle type videos from me. I'm sorry about the kitty cat in the background, kind of is causing a glare right there, but hopefully it'll be okay. And so I'm shooting this on my webcam. I know it's not the best quality in the world, but you know, I miss doing videos for you guys, and I thought, you know, a tag video would be a good one to get started with, especially this one. It's called the dinner tag, and there are 10 questions. So let's get started. Okay, question number 1, and if you see me looking off to the side, I'm looking at the list of questions over there. Question number 1. Let me see if I can make it a little better. Okay, question number 1 is, what is your favorite Crockpot meal? So I do use my Crockpot quite a bit, but mostly I use it to get the beginnings of dinner started. So I think my favorite Crockpot meal is pot roast. I like to put a nice roast in the morning with potatoes and carrots and onions, and just let it cook, you know, until cook it on low until it's done, and then we can have it in the evening when my husband gets home from work. We can have it for supper. And I love to make a pot roast because if I don't put potatoes in the crock pot with the meat, then I can have leftovers for beef and noodles the next day, which is really nice to get like 2 dinners out of one. My other favorite crock pot trick is I use, do you know how you can buy those bags of frozen chicken breasts? Well, I use my crock pot to cook like 5 or 6 of those at once, and like the first night maybe we'll have like chicken and dumplings or chicken and noodles or rice or something, and then I like to mix the shredded chicken with salsa and use it as a filling for burritos and quesadillas and things like that. So I think that's my second favorite crockpot trick. My other favorite thing, and might be my husband's favorite thing, is pork roast. So I let the pork roast cook for, you know, all day, like 6 or 8 hours, and I include water. I actually don't use chicken and beef broth in my pork roast because I feel like it gives it a weird, I don't know, I just don't like it. So I like to use water, onion, garlic, salt, pepper, and my secret ingredient is smoked paprika. So I feel like when you add the smoked paprika, it gives it a really nice sort of like smoky barbecue taste, and then we usually eat that on buns. I don't personally like barbecue sauce on my pulled pork, my shredded pork like that, but my husband does, and so we usually have sandwiches and maybe mashed potatoes on the side. Okay, the second one is favorite easy cleanup meal. I would have to say spaghetti, or especially because we usually just have spaghetti with marinara sauce with like shredded mozzarella cheese, or something like, to be honest, we do use frozen and convenience foods, so like chicken tenders with instant mashed potatoes. It's not gourmet, but it gets the job done, and if you throw a green bean on there, you get a veggie too. So I would say something like that. I do work, so sometimes I don't have the energy, not so much the time, but the energy to do like a full-on dinner. So I would say probably, I really like pasta for easy cleanup. A favorite Pinterest dish. I have never tried a recipe from Pinterest exactly the way it's written, except I take that back. I there's a cake recipe. So I was thinking dinners, and I don't think I've actually tried any Pinterest dinners, but there is a cake recipe. You may have seen it going around. It's you take a cake mix, 3 eggs, and a can of pie filling. So I use a spice cake mix. I use Duncan Hines brand. 3 regular eggs and a 21-ounce can of apple pie filling, and you just dump it all together. You mix it up and you bake it. And it's supposed to be like a coffee cake, but we like it for dessert too. It's good with ice cream. I've made it a couple of times, I think, and my husband loves it. My mom and dad, my niece love it. So I would say that's my favorite Pinterest recipe. Healthiest dinner dish you make would probably be grilled chicken and a wild rice blend with like wild rice and brown rice, all different kinds of rices. You can buy it. It comes in like a plastic tub, and you just make as much as you need. I would say some kind of grilled chicken with some sort of side dish is our healthiest thing. We don't eat fish because I'm allergic to fish and seafood. So grilled chicken, I marinate it in Italian salad dressing, and during the summer I grill it out on the grill, and in the winter I have a grill pan. Favorite soup you make? Okay, I personally love soup. I could probably eat some kind of soup every day. My husband is not so much of a fan. So for me, my favorite soup that I make is a Mexican black bean soup. It has like cumin and like taco seasoning type flavors and like a jalapeno and cilantro. That's my favorite. Or lentil soup. I really like my lentil soup. Now my husband's favorite soup is probably my chili. He really likes my chili. I also really like white chicken chili. And he likes the traditional chili better, but I make a lot of soups in the winter because, especially for myself, I'll make a big pot of soup like on Saturday or Sunday and then package it and eat it for lunch all through that week. Yeah, I do. I love soup. I'm always up for a good soup recipe. Most unique dish you make? I make a lot of ethnic dishes, so I make a lot of Mexican food dishes. Different kinds of enchilada casseroles, different kinds of shredded beef taco type things. I make a Greek pork dish that's really good, and I make lasagna, which isn't really unique, but I love cabbage, and so I'll make like Polish cabbage type dinner, like an all-in-one skillet. So I like to eat ethnic foods because it kind of broadens your flavor horizons a little bit. And when my husband and I first got married, he was raised on a very traditional American diet. Not to say it wasn't good and tasty, but he had never really had a lot of ethnic dishes. So, he's a good guinea pig. He's pretty much game for whatever I make. But I would say some of the Mexican foods is probably the most unique. Favorite pasta dish would have to be, for me, if I have the time, is my homemade lasagna. My husband's favorite pasta dish is probably a spaghetti bake. Those are probably the favorite pasta dishes that I personally actually make. Kids' favorite meal. We don't have kids, but we do have my niece fairly often, and she likes pork chops and macaroni and cheese out of the box. Dish you always bring to parties, potlucks, or gatherings. I tend to bring appetizers. So there's a taco dip that I make where it's a layered dip. So it has cream cheese and then either refried beans or like a can of chili beans, salsa, cheese. You can put lettuce and tomato if you want. I don't like tomatoes, but you can put other toppings, black olives, and then you eat it. I like to use those Fritos scoops, like the big ones, for that. Let's see, everybody really likes that. And if I have to take like a main course, it'll be some sort of casserole, maybe like a ravioli casserole, something that can feed a crowd. And if I have to take a dessert, to tell you the truth, I don't bake all that much, but cheesecake. Everybody really likes my cheesecake. So if I have to take a dessert, it'll probably be some kind of cheesecake. Number 10 is just keep this tag alive. Of course, I would love, anybody to do it. Says tag 3 friends, but I'm going to tag TorrinPaige to do this. I think she would have interesting answers for this. And other than that, I can't think of 3 other channels right now, right off the top of my head. But just tag anyone. I think it's kind of cool and kind of a fun tag. So that's me. And oops, sorry, I'm kind of hanging on to the laptop with one hand. So yeah, just share your answers down below, and I hope that my subscribers that subscribed years ago to me will kind of like hang in there, and maybe we'll film some recipes and things like that. And just as a general life update, like I told you, I bought a house, I got married, I got a promotion, I lost 30 pounds. My parents have had a lot of health problems, and gosh, oh my goodness, what my husband sold his house, and just everything has just been like really crazy and kind of very life-y. So but just, I do miss you guys, and I still watch YouTube videos when I get a chance, and I still think that YouTube is a good community, and still kind of looking forward to being part of it. So just thank you for watching my tag, and just have a great day. Thanks. Bye.